Hi, welcome to The Kate Show. With me today is Alexandra Hewett. How are you?
I'm good. I'm so excited to be here with you.
Yes, I'm happy you're here too. So you've been in a lot of lead-off film productions movies, and you played several different characters, and as we all know, there's a lot of recurring characters in that universe of films. So tell me, what character would you like to revisit and play again?
Well, there was this really quirky newscaster, Anita Johnson, who...
Randy Rickon. Can't he just get a real name, Randy? Here's this stupid kid on the street who can't even say his name, and I can't say his name. Here he is with the news.
It was really great because I was left to my own devices to improvise. And I just like that she was just kind of weird and sarcastic and really didn't give a crap about what was going on and like, hey, whatever. And it was cool because I care a lot about everything, and it was cool to be like, hey, whatever. So I want to be in that space of just, not caring.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, she's such a gangster, and she's just like, I don't care.
Yeah, but it was just funny. It was funny, and what's so great about working with Lee and everybody is that you can just you have an idea and just go with it. So, and it's much appreciated. And I laugh a lot. It probably hurt. I'm still in pain from the laughing from that day. Yeah,
you're awesome. Yeah. So you work on this show called Mortified. It's a live show.
Yeah. Well, there's a few. So Mortified started in LA about 12 years ago, and it's a show where adults go on stage with their childhood and adolescent diaries and poetry and love letters and locker notes, and they share them in front of total strangers. So I kept a journal and wrote really bad poetry when I was a teenager and in love, and then in love again, and then there's another boy I'm in love. There's that's the drama. So I performed a couple times. I did 2 different stories that I had that were produced. You go in and you bring all your stuff, all your childhood memorabilia, and a story producer helps you with crafting, like kind of quilting it together, and you have a piece. So I've performed a few times. I've done New York twice, Baltimore, DC, Chicago, and I wanted the audience in Baltimore to be bigger because there was so many people from DC that were coming out, and the performers were from DC. Yeah. I was like, what about Baltimore? I mean, I'm sure did some really salacious things when they were in high school. They really have. And so I'm one of the story producers and story consultants, and it's great. Yeah, we have a show. Our next show is coming up in April 16th.
Very cool.
And go to Facebook or you Google Mortified Nation. There's a film. There's a podcast every Monday. So
wow.
Yeah, and it's all over the world, actually. There's chapters in Paris, London, Dublin, and all over the United States, Chicago, LA, San Francisco, Denver, New York.
That's such a cool project.
Yeah.
And that's neat that you brought it to Baltimore too.
Well, it was here, but I joined the team, and I'm the only Baltimore person on the team.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Man.
It's fun.
And you're also doing a documentary right now, How to Stay Young?
Yeah, I'm doing a documentary, How to Stay Young. It's kind of the working title. I don't know if we're going to keep that, but it's inspired by my father, who's 87, and the youngest, most vibrant, amazing, inspiring person I know. And, I was a therapist for 20 years. I worked as a psychotherapist in a private practice and spent a lot of time in a very small room with people that were very, very sad. And life happens. Life is horrible sometimes. I mean, for everybody. And I think, my father's had a lot of tragedy and a lot of things that have happened, and survived quadruple bypass surgery, and he just keeps going and going and going. So he really inspired me to search out other people that are like him, because I know some people like that, and people have referred people to me. So just really it's a way of trying to inspire others and not believe in the word old, because you don't have to get old. I've been learning a lot and making friends. I have an 89-year-old man who's I'm having lunch with in a couple weeks, and he's now my dating advisor, and he's very wise. I think you know who you are when you're in your 80s. Like, you've lived enough, and you get it. but it takes all that living to understand.
So it's like, instead of like thinking of yourself as like this old person who's like their life is in their past, like you feel like that once you're there and you know who you are,
Right.
then you should just,
Right. Plus, keep learning. And that's what everyone, connect yourselves with other people. Like, just continue to meet people, or have something you love to do and do it. Don't just sit around and say, oh, I wish I was doing that. So, and there are people that are doing amazing things. I have this woman in her 70s, the first person we filmed, actually, 75, and she's an artist, and she's published 60 books, and she's just so vibrant. She teaches, and she's always creating. On her 75th birthday, she announced on Facebook that she was going to roller skate while covered in glitter.
Wow.
At this bar in downtown Baltimore.
So
My
cool.
friend Linda. Yeah, so, being silly, embracing life, like doing things that are daring.
And challenging yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And don't take yourself too seriously either. And helping other people. That's the big thing. Like, really, because if you're just focused on you all the time, then you really see like, oh my God, there's all these things that are wrong with me, or I'm sad, but if you can help other people, even if you are feeling sad or having problems, because everyone does, right? Like,
Right.
no one doesn't have
Oh yeah, right.
horrible things in life, and how to connect with others and help them. So I'm making friends, and it's pretty amazing. My mother is not as healthy. My dad is the inspiring one. My mom is 75, and she's recently been diagnosed with dementia, and she also has had schizophrenia for the past 40 years. So like she's been dealing with really chronic issues, and my dad's been taking care of her. So, I'm looking at, I'm meeting a lot of people along the way that are kind of the age of my mom. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of a beautiful discovery too. For me as the filmmaker, I guess you're still always telling your story, even though if I'm doing a documentary on other people.
Right.
In a way, like this connection that I'm getting personally, maybe in a selfish way, but it's pretty rewarding. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm really looking forward to seeing this film. You do a lot of other acting stuff, like you're in music videos and all like that here and there. Can you tell us about some of your experiences?
I've only done 2 music videos, and last year, 2015, was like the year of me doing music videos. Woody Lissauer, who's a local Baltimore songwriter and performer, he's really cool. I met him a few years ago, and he had sent me an email like, hey, I wrote a song, I'd like you to be in this video, and it kind of never happened. And then I got another email. He's like, hey, I think it's going to happen Valentine's Day. So Valentine's Day 2015, we shot this song called Roses, and it was really beautiful and fun. I had flowers in my hair, and I got to dance around barefoot. I felt like Stevie Nicks.
Cool.
I got to dance on stage with this like flowy dress, and I just had to spin, and I was like, oh, I felt like Stevie Nicks.
That is so cool.
Yeah. And then, so I'm in another video that I got a message from Jeff Herberger and Lee Dahl. So I didn't actually, they used footage of past performances.
Oh, so they like took footage from another production.
Yeah, so I didn't have to do anything except say like, okay, sure, you can use my
That's
my
convenient.
stuff. Yeah, and that's for Jimmy Brown.
Right.
Yeah, so it was for Jimmy Brown with a lovely song, and it was I was like his girlfriend and his love interest, but we've never met up until today. So it's nice. Kind of a good relationship.
Life is so weird.
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. We'd love you to come
No,
back.
I want more time. I want to stay with Kate. I want to stay.
Let's just do the Kate and Alex show
Yeah,
forever
okay,
and ever.
yeah, forever.
Forever and ever.
Forever
And ever and ever and ever.
I love you.
I love you. Oh, man. Thanks for being on the show. Come back again soon.
I will.
Very soon.
Yeah.
That's all the time for this week. Come back next week. Tune in. Turn on. Tuesdays. It's the Kate Show right here. Please like and subscribe, and I'm out.